Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Cardinal Sin 21 here. That crazy Cardinals fan, crazy bird, whatever you want to call me, just don't call me late for dinner, please. Back at it again, this time with an Arizona Cardinals first round mock draft. Who are we pick? Who do I want us to pick at the 23rd overall spot? Or will we move down? Or will we move up? Neither of those things I see happening. I see us move if I had to choose between the two, I see us moving down to get more picks. I don't see us moving up. I think that's going to. I don't unless there's somebody on there that Bidwell and Kime are really high. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening this year. Um, well, I'm going to give you my list of. Well, first off, I'm sorry. I've read your suggestions. I'm not exactly sure who gave this suggestion, but I've been looking for ways to increase the channel to bring more awareness to the channel. Somebody mentioned, forgive me, I forgot your name. Somebody mentioned that I do a mock draft, and I'm a huge football fan. I love the Cardinals. I love watching football in general. Football is my number one. But the thing is, I don't think I'm capable yet of understanding other teams' needs because I'm so focused on the Cardinals. I'm not quite there yet. I would love to do that. It's something that eventually, as the channel grows, I would love to do that. But I don't want to do it with a risk of looking just stupid, dumb. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Quite frankly, I don't. As right now, I don't. So that is something I will look into in the future, but right now I'm just focusing on the Cardinals. What do I think the Cardinals need? What do I think the Cardinals should pick up? I have four options: edge rusher, or defensive lineman, a defensive tackle, two corners, and one wide receiver. My first choice, my number one, is George Karlaftis out of Purdue, edge rusher. First and foremost, we need to address the fact that we need to fill that spot that Chandler Jones left. If you guys have seen my recent videos, you know how I kind of feel about Chandler Jones. He was great for us, but just the past couple of seasons, he hasn't lived up to expectations. He had one great game last season against Tennessee with 5 sacks, and it's kind of been absent ever since. That's in my opinion. I wish him the best. I actually engaged with him, I think last year in training camp. He seems like a great guy. I hope he does well. Good luck, Chandler. I imagine you're not seeing this, but good luck in Las Vegas. But we need to find that spot. And that's where I think George Karlaftis can really fill in. He is like a very young. He reminds me of a very young J.J. Watt. Granted, I've watched his highlights, but I haven't seen a whole lot of Purdue football. If you know me, you know I'm a Sun Devil. And I'll watch some Kansas, some Florida, but that's really about it. But I watch his highlights, and he's like a very young J.J. Watt. The way he's able to dominate the line, the way he's able to basically bully his opposing linemen, and the way he's just. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. The way the way he's able to stop the run, that's huge, because we have not been doing really good at stopping the run as of last season. We had outside that game against Derrick Henry and Titans in Week 1. We have not done well against stopping the run, and he's obviously somebody that can do that. Not only get up to the quarterback, but stop the run, and that's great. That's something we definitely need, and I really do believe George Karlaftis can be that guy to really step up. If he's developed right, he can definitely be that young J.J. Watt. And lo and behold, who's he going to be who's going to be working on the opposite side is J.J. Watt himself. So that's perfect. I know J.J. Watt is a great mentor. I know he can teach them to keep him under his wings and teach him the tips and tricks. And I think that would be a great pickup for the Cardinals. I'll be super stoked for that one. Okay, I'm going to move on to my one and only wide receiver, and you probably heard this one too, but Treylon Burks. Treylon or Trayvon? I think it's Treylon Burks. Wide receiver from Arkansas. I was watching his highlights earlier today, and what really stuck out to me is his ability just to two things that stuck out to me. His ability to just outrun everybody. His ability to outrun everybody is just amazing. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I had to charge my phone. His ability to basically outrun defenders. Once he's given the ball, if he has that little lane, he's going to make it work. And his ability to outrun defenders and cornerbacks is amazing. His ability, I'm going to use this word again, his ability to bully defenders and corners is amazing. I've seen quite a few of quite a few of his stiff arms, and that's something. That's something right there. He's not somebody to toy around with, and that's great. We need somebody who's going to be that wide receiver. I'm hoping he can kind of be what Christian Kirk couldn't be. I wish the best to Christian Kirk. He was a good wide receiver for us. I just don't think he was able to make that next step up. I'm glad he got his money. That's great. Obviously, we couldn't give him that money for those reasons, but I hope he does well. But I'm hoping this guy is kind of like the next step up from Christian Kirk. Because if he can be the next step up from Christian Kirk, you have Hopkins on one side and Burks on the other side. That would be a deadly wide receiver duo, and that's something I would hope to see. If he's developed right, he can definitely be that kind of player. That's what I like about Treylon Burks. Next one, I'm going to have two corners. My first one, okay, so I'm trying to figure out who I want to start with. Excuse me, who do I want to start with? Trent Mcduffie, and Darian Kendricks. First one I'm going to start with is Trent McDuffie out of Washington. The one big thing that stands out to me is his ability to read the offense. I was watching his highlights, and I remember seeing a few of his plays here when he played against Arizona State early in the season. His ability to read the offense, he instantly can tell whether it's going to be a run play or a pass play, which I haven't really seen much from corners. But then again, I'm probably wrong. But his ability to read offenses is amazing. Like the moment it's a run play, he makes a beeline. He does whatever he can to make that beeline to that run to stop the run, and that's amazing. That's amazing. I haven't seen that a whole lot from corners. That's something I love. His ability to really shut down wide receivers is amazing. His ability to adjust is great. That's something I would love to see if he ends up coming here. And what was my other one? One from Georgia. My one from Georgia is Darian Kendricks. First off, outside of him being from Georgia, which is well known for being one of the most top physical, in-your-face, smash-mouth defenses that the entire college football has to offer, outside of him being from there, his ability, it's similar to oh my goodness, I'm blanking today. Similar to McDuffie. His ability to read the offense is great. Someone who can kind of lock in on his receivers. Is he going to be? I don't know if he can be. I'm looking. Hopefully, we can find someone who can be the next vintage P2, not the old P2. We know how that turned out. Looking for someone who can just shut down receivers, and I think those two would be great for the Cardinals. But those are my 4 options. Obviously, if you have suggestions, leave them down below. What do you think? What do you want? I was never really good at these, but I'm hoping it's kind of I'm hoping I'm kind of right on one of these ones, which would be great. If you disagree, let me know. Like the one I really want would be George Karlaftis, just to have that hole filled, that Chandler Jones left, and what I kind of saw from him. That's something I would really love. Wide receiver or corner is something I would really love. So we'll see how it goes. I won't be too much in tune with the draft because the Suns game is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be around. The start time's a little earlier. It's at 4:30 Arizona time. So, but I'll kind of have like one eye on the game and like one eye on the draft. So I'll have like my draft going on my phone while I'm watching the game with my folks. So we'll see how that goes. But let me know what you guys think. That's all I have. But obviously leave your comments. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Am I wrong? What do you think the Cardinals should look into? Or what do you want to see your favorite team get? Because I know I have some subscribers that are fans of different teams. What do you want to see your team get? Till then, I will see you guys soon. My next video is actually going to be within the next week or so. I am going to do. This is going to be kind of a little fun video. My next video is going to be a schedule layout prediction video. So I'm going to try to maybe get some games and when they're going to happen. I'm not going to do the full schedule, 17 games, but I'm going to do like some predictions, like the Mexico City game. I already have an idea who it's going to be, but I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use that video to kind of work on my editing. I'm going to see if I can put some graphics in there, like to kind of work on my editing a little bit, kind of let that be like my little platform, my little tinker to work on my editing. But stay tuned for that. But until then, guys, have a great day. Have a great week. Good luck to you in the draft. Unless you're a division rival or the Dallas Cowboys, I couldn't care less what you pick. I hope you fail. Have a great day. Go Suns. Have a great day.